We are the most connected generation in human history, yet we are the loneliest. We have thousands of friends on screens, but no one to sit with in silence. Most of us are terrified of being alone. We fill every quiet moment with music, podcasts, or mindless scrolling, because the moment the noise stops, we have to face the person we've been avoiding, ourselves. But what if your fear of loneliness is actually your greatest obstacle to growth? What if the very thing you are running from is the only place where you can finally find yourself? The truth is, if you cannot be happy alone, you will never be truly happy with anyone else. To understand this, we must distinguish between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is a state of lack. It is the painful feeling that something is missing. Solitude, however, is a state of abundance. It is the deliberate choice to be alone, to reflect, to create, and to recharge. Loneliness is a prison. Solitude is a sanctuary. Most people never experience solitude because they are too busy trying to escape loneliness. But when you constantly surround yourself with noise and people to avoid being alone, you are living a life based on distraction, not direction. When you are always with others, you are constantly absorbing their energy, their opinions, and their expectations. You start to dress like them, talk like them, and even want the things they want. Without realizing it, your true self gets buried under the weight of social conformity. Solitude is the filter that washes away the influence of the world. It is only in the absence of others that you can hear your own voice. You need to be alone to figure out what you actually believe, what you actually value, and who you actually are when no one is watching. If you look at the greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders in history, they all had one thing in common. They spent massive amounts of time alone. They understood that deep work and profound insights require a level of focus that is impossible to achieve in a crowd. Solitude is the forge where character is built. It is where you face your demons, process your failures, and plan your future. If you are constantly seeking external validation, you will always be a slave to the crowd. But if you master the art of being alone, you become unshakable.
Sometimes, the loneliness you feel is not a signal to find more people. It's a signal that you are disconnected from yourself. It is a compass pointing inward. Instead of trying to fix the feeling with a night out or a dating app, try sitting with it. Ask the loneliness what it's trying to tell you. Often, it will tell you that you've been neglecting your passions, ignoring your health, or living a life that doesn't align with your soul. Loneliness is not a monster to be feared. It is a teacher waiting for you to listen. The irony is that the better you are at being alone, the better your relationships become. When you don't need people to fill a void in your soul, you can finally choose people based on who they are, not what they can do for your ego. You stop being needy and start being present. You bring a whole, complete person to the table, rather than a half person looking for someone to complete them. The strongest relationships are built by two people who are perfectly capable of being alone. Stop running from the silence. It isn't your enemy, it's your mirror. This week, I challenge you to spend 1 hour entirely alone. No phone, no book, no music. Just you and your thoughts. It will be uncomfortable. It might even be painful. But on the other side of that discomfort is a version of you that you haven't met yet. A version that is stronger, clearer, and more at peace. You don't need more friends. You need to become your own best friend. Learn to be alone, and you will never be lonely again.